Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ultimus, and this is Vlogmas Day 15. Day 15. Wearing one of my favorite t-shirts of all time from one of my favorite albums of all time. It's always a good day when I get to wear this, except for the fact that it really wasn't a good day today, which is awkward. Today was actually pretty terrible. Just to come out and say it and not really try to, sugarcoat it, I don't know. Yeah, today was actually pretty awful. The best thing about today was I had a really good cup of coffee and a cranberry orange scone. And I got to work out legs tonight, which is always exciting. Except for the fact that, two girls came into the gym, which is fine, obviously, they're allowed to be there. It's not like it's my gym. And I walked away from the squat rack for 1 minute, and they just took over it without asking. I was like, no, it's cool. I wasn't done. Nope, no big deal. Just go for it. And it wasn't worth raising a stink over, but at that point I was just like, you know what, whatever. I don't even care anymore. Luckily, I'm fairly resourceful when it comes to my exercises, and I know other ways to get a good leg workout in without requiring squats necessarily, but it wasn't the workout I was going for tonight. But we still got the burn in. We still put in some good work, and on one end, the silver lining there was it allowed me to work my legs out in ways that I'm not used to doing typically, just because I have been focusing more so on squats because I have access to them now. So I got back to doing a little bit more plyometric and balancing type stuff. Added some of that in there just to compensate for the lack of volume from the squats. Spent some time doing some hack squats, pistol squats, leg extensions, all that good stuff. So it wasn't terrible. It just wasn't the workout I was looking for, but it probably ended up helping me in the long run. Just because it's good to mix it up and do stuff differently so you're not always doing the same thing. I don't really get bored doing the same thing all the time. I know a lot of people do. But for me, it's just the issue of if you mix up your training on a regular basis, you can shock your muscle and you can continue to see results more consistently, or you're going to get your muscles out of that lethargic state of just being used to whatever it is they're doing. So there's a silver lining on that one. But yeah, obviously, it was just, I guess when you have your mind, set on something and you go in there and you're like, oh, okay. And since it's just an apartment complex gym, or I guess I should say a townhome gym, they don't have a huge, a lot of space. I think the maximum capacity is 90 people in there, but you get 5 people in there and it feels cramped. So it's definitely got its pros and cons. So I might re-up my gym membership at a local gym called Fitness 19. They're a smaller chain, but they've got a lot of equipment. The staff is super friendly there. And they're just down the street, so I might re-up my membership just for nights like tonight where I'm like, you know what? I'll just go down the street. It's cool. I can literally drive there in 5 minutes, so it's not a problem. So, I don't know. All that to say, we're on day 15 of Vlogmas. As you can tell, I'm feeling talky and a little bit ranty tonight. I'm so salty tonight. I'm just upset. I got done filming some Metal Gear Solid, and that was a doozy. You'll see some of that going live today. And man, what a day. All that to say, though, my question for you guys and my thought that I want to throw out there for us to discuss is, how do you guys get through rough days? And everyone's got their go-to resource or outlet that they run to help de-stress after a long day or decompress, whatever it is. But I want to know what you guys do, because I know y'all have bad days. Everybody does. Let's just be real here. Now, thank God that our bad days don't define us, and it's just, unfortunately, bad things happen and unfortunate things happen, but it doesn't mean that we've lost, and it doesn't mean we're down and out. It doesn't mean that our life is over. It just means, unfortunately, stuff doesn't go our way sometimes, and we make dumb decisions, and we make mistakes, and we're able to pick ourselves back up again and keep moving. However, sometimes getting to that point can be tricky, and the coping can be frustrating, especially if it's a super serious situation. Luckily, most everyday occurrences of frustrating situations aren't that grievous, but I want to know what it is that you guys do when you have a bad day and you need to decompress. For me, my go-to, especially over the past couple years, has definitely been exercise. Exercise in the gym, whether it's lifting something heavy, doing some cardio, which usually isn't my go-to thing, but I'll do it occasionally for stress relief. Yoga I do like to do as well personally. I just like the decompressing factor and the way it helps my body kind of reset. That's been a huge help for me. I used to stress eat a lot. If I had a bad day or a frustrating day, I would stress eat a lot. And I know that's not uncommon. That's what a lot of people do. I know some people like to just unwind with a bottle of wine, a glass of wine, maybe a beer. I don't know. I mean, that's not my thing, but I know a lot of people do it and they enjoy it. Some people just need to look at puppy pictures and they're okay. I wish life was that simple for me. Video games are another decompressor for me a lot of times, although I feel like with video games I'm rolling dice because it has the potential to backfire really quickly, like if things don't go my way and I just start doing terrible, whether I'm playing PvP type situations and maps and games, or if I'm just playing through single player games, like the instant like I get a game over or I do something dumb, I'm just angry again. So it has the potential to decompress and de-stress, but it also has the potential to frustrate me even more. So I feel like video games are the volatile decompressor. That's for sure. But yeah, what do you guys do to help yourselves wind down after a stressful day? There's sometimes for me even that I don't do anything, and what I mean by that is I literally just find a quiet place in my home. Sometimes I have to just go sit out in my car, or I'll go to a random coffee shop where nobody knows who I am or cares who I am, and I'll just sit there because no one's gonna bother me. Sometimes I'll go sit out in the hammock on our back porch. Sometimes I just drive for however long it takes. But just get away by myself and just chill with some peace and quiet. I feel like that's one of the things that's kind of nice about being more of an introverted type person is you can decompress pretty quickly by just being by yourself. Just gives me a chance to get my thoughts together, recollect my perspective, and decide whether or not I need to apologize for anything, whether I was wrong, whether I could have done stuff differently, or just accept what happened because things were out of my control, whatever it is. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. For those of you that have wrapped up school and done with finals and all that, I hope you are enjoying and do enjoy your Christmas break. I'm sure most of you deserve it. I can't think of any of you off the top of my head that I would say, no, you don't deserve that break. Not that it's really my opinion or place to say that anyways. But yeah, tell me about your decompressing and de-stressing habits. I really want to know. I'm curious, especially because, hey, if you guys got a great idea, I can try it myself especially. Who knows, I might find some great secret from you guys. I'm all for that. But yeah, I'm hoping tomorrow's better. Tomorrow should be better. I'm going to do everything in my power to make tomorrow better. I mean, you really don't have too much control over the day anyways, but as much as depends on me, I'm going to give it my best effort. At least as much effort as I'm putting into YouTubing and to vlogging and gameplay and in my job. And I think that's definitely one thing that's been helpful too, is having a job. I'm not just at home all the time. Being able to get out of the house. And it's not ideal because when I go to work, I'm just still dealing with people. But I feel like I've got a level head enough to where even if I'm already frustrated and stressed out, I know it's not my customers or my coworkers' fault, so they don't get, their head bitten off, or I don't take my problems out on them. Usually. I don't think I've ever done it. If I did, God forgive me. But it's nice having a place to go to where, I can just go. Whatever else is going on in life doesn't matter right now because I have a job to do, and so I can just put all that aside and worry about my job. It's kind of a nice thing just to help take my mind off of it, because it literally will, because my job it isn't stressful, but it's just very demanding in the sense of it requires my full attention. I need to listen to people. I need to pay attention to my coworkers, all that kind of thing. So it's good. I'm just glad to be in a place where I'm not sitting around the house all day just letting thoughts eat away at me anymore. That's been very, very helpful. So keeping busy. I guess I can say that too. Keeping busy is definitely one thing that helps keep me level-headed and helps me deal with stressful situations as well. That way my hands aren't going crazy and I'm not letting my mind wander. So, yeah. But that's going to do it for this one. Hopefully this wasn't too much of a sob story. I don't mean to sound like I'm complaining or anything like that. That's definitely not my intention. But I do my best to be as real and genuine with you guys as possible. And I suppose if I'm expecting you guys to open up and want me to get to know you, I should probably make the first move and take the first step and let you guys get to know me a little bit. So, there it is. But I hope you guys enjoyed Vlogmas Day 15. I think it's what we established this was. As always, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to partake in all of the goodies and good times going on here on the channel, whether it's interacting in conversation here for Vlogmas or entering into a sweet giveaway to win yourself a Razer Naga Mechanical. I'll catch you next time.